Hello, baby gangs. This is Calvin, also known as Orma, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact. We're in the middle of a commission. I don't know if you guys like me starting off sometimes in the middle of commissions. I just find it funny. Like, it's so different from what we usually do.
One with nature.
Like, because usually, like, we start off and then we do the commission, we do everything like that. Like, oh, by the way, we're on the heels of possibly one of the prettiest moments in the history of Genshin. And that was Ayaka doing her dance, her little water dance. I talked about it yesterday. Like, it seems like that, like, keep me so captivated in this game. Like, I can never, ever go a day without thinking about Genshin probably 50% of my day. It is, like, on my mind constantly and consistently. Every day, it's what I think about. I love this game to death. And honestly, like, there's worse things you could be thinking about. Let's delete this. There's way worse things you could be thinking about. And there's way worse things to occupy your time. Like, I genuinely just have a lot of, like, fun times as it comes to, oh, we're just feeding more hilly... Oh, the hilly shore towers. Yeah, I love this one. But that was, like, more than just fun. It was purely, like, just mesmerizing. Absolutely mesmerizing.
Time to act. The wind knows me.
And the game knows it too, by the way. The game knows it too. They popped off. But there's so many beautiful moments like that in the game that just happen. Like, they're just part of the story. They're part of, like, the characters in this game that we love dearly. Like, they do such a good job with building up characters, with creating characters, and then giving them their moment that they need to shine.
One with nature.
And that, I don't know, man. It made me so emotional. It made me so emotional. And then yesterday I went to sleep thinking about it. It was so cool. And I come from, like, that background of, like, playing Final Fantasy X as, like, my favorite RPG ever created is Final Fantasy X. It's my favorite RPG. And I think one of the reasons, like you know, Yuna has her dance in that, and, like, I think I grew up kind of loving the idea of, like, someone doing a dance, especially a dance from their culture. That is so beautiful. Especially when you're doing it for the sake of somebody else. Like, Yuna was dancing for the people who had passed away. She's doing a dance, like, you know, I wouldn't know the significance of the actual dance itself that she was doing, but I can say that, like, it was a dance that was done out of appreciation for us at the very least. And I appreciate her. So there you go. Where's the next one? Oh, it's probably another food-related one. So we might as well do this one next then. So this one is I do this all the time. So this one is the fighting trial. And the thing is, it was a very different dance from Yuna's dance, right? But, like, I love the idea of anyone showing us their culture. Like, you know, I think of Final Fantasy 12 when Fran brought us to her, you know, her home as well. It's a tiny thing, but it means the world to me. It means so much to me. And I feel like we just formed an unbreakable bond with that character that is forever just there. That is forever there. We're forever bonded towards Ayaka. And we're going to start a rebellion with her. We already did a prison break for her. It's over. Man, look at the clouds. Look at this. It almost looks mythical, doesn't it, when you look off in the distance with the clouds, like, on the horizon. Almost looks like Truman Show style. Let's go again.
You will be defeated.
Odds reveal that everybody stand back.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Rain outlines your fate. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Really sick.
Body and
Of course, we're still on our Scaramouche journey as well. Look how I never. Okay, go away. I never got a chance to look at it from this perspective, but sometimes it's good to just stop and take a look around, because look at the way, I love the way, like, that you can see the buildings on the mountains. You can see places where you actually would go. What's the sound in... Oh, it was you! You were making that sound. Like, you can see this in the distance, you can see that in the distance. It's a beautiful location. It's a beautiful location. Let's head up this way then. To our last commission. This time we'll make something from Leeway for her. If I want to. We'll go with the easiest one. There you go. For you. I feel like it's almost, like, wrong to step in the pond. I was gonna walk across the pond. It's definitely wrong to do that. It looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. Yeah, we have 12 days to get Scaramouche. And every day we're doing at least one wish. So that's like 12 more wishes at the very least. There's gonna be more than that because we're gonna get, like, even more. So I'd say, like, until we get Scaramouche, which by the way, we're guaranteed our next 5-star, if we do get a 5-star, is going to be Scaramouche. It's guaranteed. So we have 12, let's say 12 wishes. A wish a day from this, from getting the Welkin, from getting like little things in our, you know, the commissions, we'll get that. Also, we can also say that like we're going to get 5 wishes also in a few days too from the other thing. So like really that's minimum to get Scaramouche, we have 17 wishes. And I think that's a lot. Oh, it'd be nice to some Liyue cuisine. Are you alright? Yes, you fed me Mondstadt cuisine last time. Do you need help with anything? Let's go. Let's make something for her. So it's okay to skip past this stuff, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, so she said all this stuff before, which is fine. Give it a try. Let's see what we can make for her. So she wants to make fish. So which should you prepare this cook with fish? Yeah. Spicy black bean perch stew, sweet and sour squirrel fish, and the almighty Mondstadt grill fish. Are all these your favorite foods? Just trust Paimon. So I say, black bean perch stew fish? Squirrel fish? See, if I don't have the ingredients for this, guys, she's in trouble. Here, do you want it? Please enjoy this. What is this? What it is? Sakura tempura, rice cake. Okay, I'm gonna have to make it for you. Okay, I'll be back soon. Oh, it's right here. Can I use your cooking thing? I'm using it anyway. So black bean. Oh, we also have sakura mochi, which is cool. Black bean. We don't have it here, do we? We might not have enough ingredients for this. Rice buns. We don't even have it. Wait. Oh. Thank you. We don't even have black bean. We did have Mondstadt grilled fish. We could have given her that. She wouldn't have it. Do we have... I don't think we have the black bean perch stew, is it? We could have given her fisherman toast and she would have been happy. I don't think we... Maybe I could be just not seeing it. That happens sometimes. Yeah, I can't see it. Let's see if we can get the recipe for it if we go back to Liyue. This seems like a lot for a commission. Let's go to, yeah, the restaurant, see if we can get a commission for this, or get a recipe for this. Yeah, I want to, unless you have some, do you? There we go. And squirrel fish. Okay. Oh, do you sell any like fish or anything like that we can buy? Can I get some food to go, please? Can I get some ingredients to go? Some fisherman toast? Do you have any actual... Do you have fish? Okay, just in case we need it. Let's get some of this stuff as well. Let's get some of this stuff as well. Let's get some of this stuff as well. Just in case. You never know what it's made of. Can I use your oven, by the way? Thank you. So let's see. No, I don't want to make this. Where's black bean then? Black bean... We probably don't even... Oh, stuff has been added. Squirrel fish has been added, for example. We can make squirrel fish. Oh, we can make black bean. There we go. Oh, we can actually make a bunch of it. In fact, why not? You know? Who says we can't? Yeah. We should probably make some of this as well, right? Just for like a boss battle or something. It looks good as well, right? It looks super good. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm going back to Inazuma. around here. I hope you appreciate what I've done here. I traveled all the way to Liyue. For you. I'd do anything. Bit of Creed and Camry there coming into town. Yes, here it is. This time you actually might be happy. This is it. This is the taste of home I've been dreaming of. I'm so touched. Thank you so much. I feel energized by all this good food. These are for you. I wish you a smooth journey ahead. I bet you do. So there we go. There's our last commission complete for the day. And she gave us fish. That was actually a nice reward. We had that story quest yesterday was absolutely fantastic, and it's I forgot that you get story quests from actually just doing like the main story. Which is pretty good. We'll take some food as well. Actually, we have so much of this stuff now. I'd say we start dispatching stuff in Inazuma, right? Oh no, I already dispatched them again. Okay, what can we get out of here? We get this stuff. It's not as good as... Yeah, it's not as good. It's not as good. So how many do we actually... Feed the animals? Friend to the animals. Feed the puppy. Where's that? Where's feed the animals? Do you guys see that? Where's the puppy? Oh no, where's the puppy? Will it show up here? Oh, we have to do Chisato's letter as well, by the way. We have to do that this time around. Story quest, we can claim one of these. We're gonna have to start unlocking something else, so maybe hangout events will unlock as well. Like from, I know we were gonna want to do Ningguang without unlocks. I need 2 to unlock that. Is there like feed the dogs? Fresh meat. Talk to Sango. There's none of this as well. Okay, I guess... I don't know where the dog is. Hi everyone, it's Calvin, and this is me from the future, because there's one thing I wanted to insert in here. There's something I've been meaning to do for a while, but just been so much stuff happening in these videos. Actually, like, it's crazy how much stuff has been happening in those videos that we haven't gotten a real chance to try out a character I've been wanting to just see how they work, and that's Mona. It's a character who I actually do plan on leveling up, believe it or not. This is a character I plan on leveling up. I've talked about leveling her up. She's pretty freaking cool. And I think that maybe this is not... Like, her movement even is so sick. Look at this. It's so cool. We're in Mondstadt just because it's the last place we were doing the Windtrace. And basically, like, I'm going to go to an area, maybe, and just try her out a little bit. I don't think this is maybe the best party to try her out. Or even like the best party to, look how cool this is. It's so cool. It's legit the coolest thing in the world. This idea of being able to try her out. But like, I guess maybe enemies that are a little bit lower level might be a better idea. We could do official into her as well. To read Mona's talents is probably the best thing we can do first of all, just before we do anything else. Mona has a... normal attack, which we know is, we don't need to use those all the time. The mirror reflection of doom. She's such a cool design. Phantom has allowed special properties, continuous taunt nearby opponents, attracting their fire. Continuously deals hydro damage to nearby opponents. When its duration expires, the Phantom explodes, dealing AoE hydro damage. That actually sounds pretty freaking awesome. Holding it utilizes water currents to move backwards swiftly before conjuring a Phantom. Okay. Illusory torrent. Mona cloaks herself within the water's flow, consuming stamina to move rapidly. When on the effect of illusionary torrent, Mona can move at high speed on water. Applies the wet status to nearby opponents when she reappears. So Mona cloaks herself with a water flow, consuming stamina to move rapidly. When under the effect of illusionary torrent, Mona can move high speed water. We already read these before, but just getting an idea of them. And this is a combat talent. Okay, well, let's try this other stuff out first. Hold on a second. We can maybe find an enemy up here. We can move around as Mona. I think, by the way, her design is so freaking cool. It's almost like a magician's like stage show type style. And the fact that we can move underground, it feels unnatural, but like I feel like something I'd like to get used to. And look at that as well. Like, does it, like, is that, I know these are level 54, but we can basically, like, what we'll do is,
shadows of
this and then
Oz, reveal
an Oz and see what that does. Like we can have like, yeah, look at that. That would actually be a really good combo together. But it doesn't last for long because obviously she's not as well versed, I suppose. She's not as like powerful yet. Because if we level her up, she probably will last for longer. So that was actually pretty cool. Let's try it out on these guys as well. Let's try it out over here. And then this again here like this.
Come, sever night from day.
It's the mixture of the two moves I think is so cool. Yeah.
Delve into destiny.
We don't want to get her killed though. We're trying to like also do enough. That's such a cool looking move as well. So it's and like I guess with the hold move, it's literally just. Let's see it now. Yeah, the veil and the water leaving behind that as well. So you could like if you could get out of a bad situation, we might try that out now actually. Did she have to go balls? No, she's not. Okay, that would have been pretty sick. Let's find some other enemies to see what else we can do with her now as well. Yeah, I do plan on leveling up Mona, by the way. It's just, I think actually, like, I'm making sure we get everyone else leveled up first in our team, and then we're going to be leveling up Mona. And then I think Barbara takes the same materials, so actually, like, getting a good reign on the materials we have to use is probably going to be a really good idea. Okay, we didn't try that move itself, but, like, still, look at that move together. That move is insane. I actually think, like, a Mona official combo would be fantastic. Would you guys agree? I think so. I think that would be really cool. Look at that there, like that. They're getting wet.
Oz, reveal thyself.
That as well. And of course, like her main move is just literally like actually pretty sick, like on its own. She's close to having a little bit of her extra move. I know we're doing this in Mondstadt, but it's just where I am right now, guys. It's just where I am. It's a little bit later in the day. Look for more enemies. They're usually just hanging around the place. Hilly churls. They like hanging around the place, don't they? They like just being weirdos. Hilly churls. I can't get over how cool Mona's outfit as well though. Again, it's like a stage show magician or something, like a Las Vegas magician. And I mean that as like I don't mean that as an insult or anything. Yeah, I see some hilly shows up here. Great. We're just going to work. We're the pacifist guys. Yeah. Has Mona's special ability activated yet? It has now. Okay.
Written in the stone.
Now we're probably going to get killed right now. So this is the move that does like AoE damage. And also creates a veil over her as well. Okay, I think she's really cool. I think she's really, really cool. Sorry that it took me so long to get to the tell, because we are going to be leveling her up, but the issue was there's just like, there's so much stuff happening in these videos, especially when we're in a new area. There's so many stories, so many world quests, that it just like, literally just like, not slipped my mind. And because I was already thinking about Mona already. I talked about Mona in the video you're watching today and how we're going to be leveling her up. I think it's just because I was so sure I was going to level her up, I didn't even need to try her out. But I still want to try out characters out. She's cool. I think she's a really cool moveset. I think we're going to definitely level up Mona as another character. I think her and Fischl together is going to be a superb idea. I think so anyway. In my opinion. In my humble opinion. Look at this now. And it's a really cool, it's just really cool. It's just really cool. I don't know where the puppy is. That's kind of sad. And this puppy could have gotten a bit of food from us. Oh yeah, we'll do a wish to start off. Actually, first of all, we'll check out this stuff first. Obviously, we have our, oh, we have some stuff to collect. From here? Oh, claim rewards. Nice! Because we got everything done. Pretty nice.
If my calculations are correct.
Claim this as well. So that's actually 2 wishes now. That's not too bad. Barely 2 wishes. Okay. Okay. Have to stay calm in these situations.
New releases today. Might we add a small?
So there's another quest, a world quest over here as well. So Sango's the detective. That Wakamurasaki. I shouldn't have let her know about the Kagoromaru. What's wrong? Well, other traveler, do you still remember the Ubiquity Net by any chance? After we settled the previous incident, I explained all that happened to a friend of mine. Her name was Wakamurasaki, and she's, well, she called herself a designer. She's quite inspired by the manner of which you use the net. So she's been badgering me this whole time to help her look up some new techniques with what you continue modifying her Ubiquity Net. I couldn't deal with all that nagging, so I did find her something new in that ancient collection of mine. If that fancy takes you, traveler, go to her place. If I don't miss my guess, she's probably finished her modifications by now. Okay? And we have another world quest here. We also have to give the letter. We're gonna have to give the letter today. I've been wanting to give the letter for a while. I just kept like slipping my mind because we came to this place and like we were doing some of the other things. So pretty. It's so pretty just getting to walk through here. I would do this as a kid all the time. Well, that should certainly do it. Hello there, are you Waka Murasaki? That's me, what do you need? Well, I'm here about the Ubiquity Net. Oh, are you? I remember now, you must be the traveler. Sango told me about you. The way in which you operated that net was truly impressive, inspiring in fact. I've heard that you've been modifying it. Ah, that's right. Here, Sango took up all the new Omni technique for me and all. I used the technique to modify this net once again, and I named this new model the Omni-Ubiquity Net. According to Sango, this technique is able to detain an essence of living creature before using certain objects as media to recreate the shape of that living being. She even says that the utmost achievement of such Omni-Udu technique is to recreate a human essence. Such essence can answer questions that will never lie. I must say that such technique would be of unbelievable help to a detective like Sango. You know what? I actually think that's why she told me about the technique and allowed me to make changes to the net. But don't you go around telling everyone that. I'm only telling you because you and Sango are friends, alright? Were your modifications successful? Not yet. No matter how I modify, this net can only be used to recreate the essence of small creatures and has no effect on humans whatsoever. You know what, Traveler? Take this net with you. You know, seeing you in action might give me some inspiration again. Here, take it with you. Remember, this is Omni-Ubiquity Net now, not just the Ubiquity Net. Go then. Go catch your little animals to test it out. Wait, we're going to catch some animals? Here we go. Use the Omni-Ubiquity Net to capture and detain the essence of small animals in the open world. Afterwards, you may use the net as a medium to recreate their forms. Animals recreate may be placed inside your Serenity. Oh, it's Serenity. Unfortunately, Wakamurasaki's modifications to the Omni-Ubiquity Net still have some room for improvement. There are still some little critters that cannot be recreated with the net. Animals that cannot be captured using the net will be marked with a net symbol in the archive. Okay, so we just have to equip it. We have to equip it. Is it here? Is it in the room with us? No, here it is.
All will be revealed in the next volume? Oh, drat.
Is that how you did? Oh, I scared the fox away. How do you use this? It says use it to capture small animals. Maybe we hold it? Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hot menu. Didn't know this was a thing. Oh, elemental. Oh, now I get it. Now I get it.
Time to act.
Okay. Yep. It explained it. I just didn't see it. Will it go well? It was one and done. I suppose that was inevitable. Like I said before, this technique can detain the essence of a small animal. If you want to retain that essence, then recreate the animal, you'll need to separate the medium. I integrated those techniques into the net, such that it also is the essence retention device and the recreation medium. That sounds complicated. Well, basically, each net can only be used once. This is an issue that I've been able to solve yet. Either if the medium can't stand repeated use, the cost of this device will be way too high. I'll continue doing research into the net and try to fix the problem as soon as possible. If you still need Omni-Ubiquity nets, you can come find me. And even though these nets can catch small animals, they're a bit of a fuss to put together. So next time you want one of these nets, you'll have to pay attention to pay me a nominal fee. Relax, your Sango's friend. I won't charge you too much. You'll get a good rate, I promise. Cool, thank you. That's all we can really hope for, isn't it? Oh, we have to go back to Sango. Yeah, like these little world quests are cool. Like they're not, seeing the statue again in the distance, man.
Time to
That statue gets me every time. It gets me absolutely every time. It's definitely a scary thing. Yeah, we're not going to start that quest until we do the letter quest as well. Did you find Wakamurasaki? Here's the deal with the Omni-Ubiquity Net. Omni-Ubiquity Net? Ubiquity Net? You know what? It's not a bad name at all. Still that technique. Can that technique really detain a human essence? But the thing as well, like, what happens to the animals afterwards? Because that fox just disappeared. No, that's not possible. There are already records of such Omni-Udu technique existing. Any practicum has long disappeared into the midst of time. The technique that I taught Waka Murasaki can only do that for small animals. Wait, then why didn't you tell her? Oh, that? I just wanted Waka Murasaki to help me spread the certain something around. Bantan Sango Detective Agency president is currently asking someone to create a net using Kamuna Omyudo that can make people tell the truth. Oh, then long lost Kamyodu, the Bantan Sango Detective Agency, and the net can indeed detain an essence of small creatures. Put all three together, you have an urban legend that both sounds impressive and actually has a great truth to it, so it's to scare people. For most people, the urban legends are just little stories, but for criminals who already have the seed of fear in their hands, such tales are not so simple. That's what it is. So it's to scare the criminals and not even committing the crimes. The other side of it is, well, Waka Murasaki was starting to get on my nerves, so that whole find me the strongest Omni-Uji technique ever nonsense. I told her many, many times that such things don't exist, but she wouldn't listen. So I had no choice but to give her something to work with so she'd get off my back. What if Waka Murasaki doesn't tell anyone about this? Impossible. She couldn't keep a secret to save her life. Trust me, I know her way too well, but she told us right away. Either way, thanks for making me the trip on my behalf. Take this, consider a payment for an errand run. Archon, I hope she doesn't come to bother me again. Oh, so it's like God. Instead of saying God, it's like God. I hope she doesn't bother me again. I'm a detective, you know, not some Omni-Uji. Okay, cool. A nice little gift for us. Yeah, so we want to give that letter to this person as well. So with that little quest there that's actually interesting to me is interesting because, like, again, how you write good characters is by having them do something that is against what they said. And already that character is an interesting character just even a tiny bit, Waka Murasaki, because she's a character who said to us, don't give away my secret. I'm telling you because I trust you. I'm only going to tell you. Then we find out with someone else. No, she tells everyone her secrets. She's always telling secrets. She's actually terrible that way. And to me, look how pretty this is. Look. I know we look at it every time, but we have to look at it. Look. She's like, no, she tells everyone her secrets. It's a character that says one thing and does another. It's like the character, like, you know, probably the perfect example of the good character. Like, this is the extreme example compared to what it was. Breaking Bad, Walter White. I'm doing this for my family, and everything he does is against being for his family. I wonder if we can find Kujo Kamaji. Could be possible. Under here? Peekaboo. You're the traveler from abroad. What can I do for you? About Hiragi Chisato's letter. This letter? Did Mr. Haragi really ask you to deliver this letter to me? It's handwritten. It really is her. Thank goodness. Thank you for making the trip, traveler. As for the travel permit, as it's Mr. Haragi's personal request, I will naturally see it through. However, I'll need some time to prepare. How about this? Can you wait for me at the Konami restaurant? Why do you want to go there? Well, I want a small favor from you. Recently, I was also thinking of sending something to Mr. Haragi. Okay, just give me the letter, buddy. I can do it. I wrote a letter and also requested Miss Kim Minami to make some treats for me. I was planning to send them together to Mr. Haragi as a present. But if my father finds out about my plans, he might be upset. Just as I was pondering what to do, you showed up. It's only a present. Father doesn't want me to communicate with Mr. Haragi. I understand his concerns. After all, I'm a member of the Kujo clan, and one of the enforcers of the Tenryuru Commission. But Mr. Haragi is a young lady of the Kanju Commission Haragi clan. If I were to get too close to her, it would be inevitable that someone might take advantage of our situation. Even though it's only a present, in some people's eyes, it's a lot more than that. Let's not talk about trivia matters. Traveler, please wait at the Konami restaurant for me after I approve the travel permit. After I approve the travel permit, I'll bring it to you. So unrequited love, not unrequited love, I guess love, it's like kind of like a Romeo and Juliet type thing. You know, two warring factions, two factions that don't get along with each other. And people would take advantage of the idea that, hey, look at these two together. This is disgusting. And for me, it's like, I will always help out love. Always. Are you kidding me? I will always help out love. No matter what. I will help out love. So, we've had his outfit like this for a while. I wonder if we should change his outfit sometimes. What do you guys think? Because we never wear this outfit, and we've had it for a while. We can wear this for a while.
It's quite difficult to conceal.
It's nice to wear an outfit sometimes. Like, we have some really nice outfits for characters.
I created
We don't
another
have officials,
universe
and
found
honestly,
it
I
here.
prefer officials kind of more like crazy look, if I'm being honest with you. Look at all these characters we have, man. We have such good characters. Yeah, it's kind of cool, isn't it? It's nice. It's nice to have a change sometimes. Oh, they're going this way. The boots are nice as well. How'd you know they're little shoes? Oh god, we might have to change back. They're not... I know, the socks are kind of serving as well, though, aren't they? The color of them as well. He picked right. Yeah. You know what? It's still a serve. Oh, wow. That's what you got to speedrun technique. Glitch through the wall. I made that up. Here? So I guess you're just a wait for him here. Welcome to the Kinikami restaurant. About Kamaji's treats. I've already prepared the treats for Master Kamaji ordered. I'll bring them to you now. But I'm curious about who Mr. Kamaji will give these treats to. Me. It's nothing more than a public relations gesture, Miss Kiminami. A while back, Mr. Agi Shinsuke, presented my father with a batch of fine tea. My father knows that Mr. Agi's beloved daughter Chisato likes treats, so she told me to prepare some as a gift in return. I was worried that the delivery might take too long, and there might be also unavoidable bumps during the journey. So I specifically asked this traveler to deliver, and that makes sense because there's so many people along the path as well. Mr. Kinami, can I have a look at the treats, please? I want to make sure I haven't missed anything. Sure. Here are the treats. Please take a look. Everything is here. Thank you, Miss Kinami. Let's move out of the way, traveler. I have a few more things to say to you. I hate you. I hate you so much. A cat. This is a travel permit. Please take it. With this travel permit, you can freely enter and leave Rito. Thank you. Man of his word. It's fine. The permit will make the delivery a lot smoother. Also, here's the letter. Did you write this letter yourself? Yes, I tried to write the letter in a tactful manner. I hope Mr. Agi won't be offended by it. Please deliver this letter and treats to Mr. Agi. Do you have to go back again? But this time you have a travel permit, so you should have a lot more freedom than before. I'll leave it to you, traveler. I also need to go back and deal with the official matters. When will I be able to go there myself? See, this is, again, like all these world quests are just tiny things that make a bigger deal. It's like a little puzzle that makes a bigger deal in the grand scheme of things, you know? It's about like, hey, I wonder if you have enough to upgrade this. Let's see, worship statue, probably not. No, we need 2 more. It's about like showing us once again that even people in high-ranking positions have troubles with the restrictions of Inazuma. It's not just the people. It's not just the trade commission. It's not just like the people who are like, you know, trying to get like to meet their family or their friends or to go to the forest. It is everyone that's having troubles with this. Look at the lighting here. Look at that. It's really cool.
I can't believe I got assigned this task.
Dude, you literally just have to watch someone. You literally just have to watch someone. That's simple as heck. That's like the simplest job in the world. Traveler, you returned. I guess you delivered my letter to Kamaji. Did you manage to get the travel permit as well? This is from Kamaji. What's his treats and a handwritten letter for Kamaji? Was it his request? These tricolor dango. He prepared them for me. Thank you, traveler. Make sure to savor these treats. As for the letter, I'll read it with great care. Thank you for the hard work. Please accept this as a thanks for your help. Who knows, I might need your help again in the future as well. Thank you. So there we go. Now we can travel in and out of Rito all we want. Which will probably just like be effective when we want to go to different islands to do different commissions and things like that. It might be a good idea. Yeah, I like that. That's good. We have that now. There was another quest up in this location. Do we have any quests here in Inazuma that I wanted to do as well before we move forward? So this is another story quest. We have to do this, by the way. You've been in Inazuma for a while now, but the investigations continue. One day you and Paimon arrive at the seaside. So we have to do this. Yeah. We have storm chasers. We have cleansing the defilement, which we've now done. We need 1 more of these. This is interesting. I wonder what the, like if we can do this. Treasure lost and found. According to so this is like actually pretty cool. The festering fang. Obtain chilled meat. Due to the storm, search for the city. Yeah, these are all missions we will be doing. Oh, the Perseus Temple as well. We should probably be doing these as well every day, shouldn't we? Yeah. There's so much. There's so many little things to do. I want to clear them up every bit. So what we're going to be doing going forward is we're going to be doing like some world quests mixed with all this other stuff we're doing, all the exploration, all the story quests, just so we can clear out our side quests so we're not like clogged up and we don't have an issue later on. Because that's probably one of the biggest things that could happen is that we do have like a little bit of a tiny issue with like another quest blocking another quest, or another world quest blocking another quest, another story quest blocking another story quest. Whereabouts was the other quest that was down here? You know what I mean? And it could happen. It's happened before. It's happened plenty of times before. So we want to make sure we're avoiding that. Look at that. Look at our legs dangling. What do you think of that? Answer in the comments. Oh, it's a kid. What am I to do? What happened? Traveler, great. You have perfect timing. Do you remember the recipe you wrote for me last time when you and Miss Kamisato came to my store? Oh, the pizza was so popular that many customers came to the store and ordered specifically. But some customers also said they were bored of eating this pizza all the time and they asked if there's other pizza flavors. Try anything. Try anything. And don't let people tell you that it's wrong. Try anything on your pizza. Although I've tried several methods to make new types of pizza based on feedback from the customers, I always feel like there's something is lacking and the response from customers is not very good. Maybe I'm not really good at making pizza. Traveler, you know a lot about the dish, right? Can you give me some advice? About customers' feedback. Do you want to take a look at the customers' feedback? Give me a moment, I'll look for it. Miss Rice said although the taste of pizza was not bad, she felt the pizza would taste better if it incorporated some Inazuma's local ingredients. Okay. I wonder what ingredients she would like to see, Traveler. Please help me ask her. So, this is kind of like how Hawaiian pizza was made, right? It wasn't Hawaiians that made it. It was like it wasn't Italians either. I think it's just called Hawaiian because people are like, it's a pineapple, right? It's a Hawaiian pizza. But it was like people were just like, let's just put some stuff on it, you know? I like pineapple on pizza. I don't care what anyone says. The thing is though, I can't think of one food I don't like. I can't. Every food I've tried in my life I had liked.
Body and mind.
Sometimes it takes a second to adapt to it, but I like it. Isn't that right, buddy? What are you talking to me for? What are you talking to me for, huh? Huh? I'll dance on your head. That's my favorite Irish insult. Or threat. Can I help you with something? About Kinrami Restaurant's pizza. Oh, that pizza tastes really good. But how do I put this? I'm not very used to its flavor. I just think that you can mix some Inazuma local ingredients into the pizza, such as lavender, melon. Maybe the pizza will be more popular with everyone. So that's not like a bad way of thinking about it, right? Like while like, you know, you want the pizza to be authentic as possible, but there's also that thing of like, maybe the pizza would sell more if like people knew the ingredients or people were used to the ingredients that they were getting, you know? I think that's a fair assessment. Let's do our speedrun trick. See there? And you clip through the wall and you go down here like this. Look how different this place feels during the daytime. The all-new mushroom pizza is a part of our menu. An exotic delicacy will bring the flavors of another country right to your doorstep. Don't miss out. Oh, that's not her saying this. That's the dish notice. Travi, you returned. How did it go? About customers' feedback. Pizza was with lavender melon. That's not too complicated. The rest of the ingredients just need to be prepared as usual. Well, since the feedback said to incorporate some Inazuma local ingredients, then I can add some other ingredients. Ganarama, Nakuweed. Nakuweed actually sounds good. I'm sorry, I was busy thinking about what ingredients to put in. Let's see, I don't think there's many lavender melon left in the store. Lavender, please, how many lavender melon? I'm on it, let's go. Yeah. I'm counting on you. Just one lavender melon will do. I think I actually probably have some. Like, there's no way I don't have some, right? Yeah. Thank you. These ingredients will do. I thought seaweed would probably taste better. I wonder what pizza made with the local ingredients would taste like. I mean, you could try it. Like, again, if it's horrible, you can try something else. It's done. This pizza looks pretty good. Thanks for your help, traveler. Here they are for you. We'll make sure to savor the pizza taste. If it's not bad, I should officially launch as a new dish. I just heard, well, for you guys, yesterday's video being completely rendered and finished. Okay, cool. So we have that. Yeah, I hope you guys understand why I'm trying to do a little bit of cleanup so we can have, like, so it doesn't mess us up too much. So obtain chill meat. This is an interesting. I know it's like in Inazuma, but we'll go do it again. We can't just act like the world is like cut off. You know what I mean? Obviously we're not doing story quests just yet here again. Whereabouts was it? Whereabouts was the chilled meat mission? Hold on a second. A foothill camp. Do we need to make 10 servings of chilled meat? Is that what we have to do? Let me see if I can do that. Can I use your restaurant? Okay, I can't use your restaurant apparently. There was a cook up here that let me use this stuff.
Body and mind.
I think it was just around here, wasn't it? I wonder if it is just some, do you have to cook it, or is it like, I'm sure there's some other, if we can't do it, like, we'll just move on. Like, again, this is one of those things where I'm not going to dwell on things too much. I think dwelling on things too much usually makes for, like, a bad idea. So let's see, chilled meat, is it? But, like, would you need, like, some julienne chilies or something that are, like, frozen? No, it's not here. So I wonder if it is, like, we have to buy it, maybe? Or unless it's here. Raw meat. Smoked. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, we'll move on from that quest just for now, because I don't exactly understand what we have to do there. Lingering malady. I still want to do this at some point. We still want to do this at some point. Still want to do this at some point. But I feel like we're going to do these after we do the Inazuma one. We still have to do this one. We're going to do all these ones after. Wangshan Wonk to remember. This is interesting. Admiring a third invitation, you arrive at the legendary place where the treasure of the Guwa clan is located. What's this one? I don't exactly remember that one. Getting that one. But this one I want to do right now. This one I want, because this is an everyday thing, and we should be doing this every day. For sure. And then we'll focus on the other ones as we go forward then as well. Oh, people are working. This is turning into quite the project. You're really fixing this place, huh? Oh, it's you. I mean, I did say I was upstanding citizen, didn't I? I must say, though, it's a much bigger project than I originally thought. The designer I brought in to plan the new temple got really fired up on the moment I told him that this was the Yashika's temple. Not only draw up a sheet after sheets of plans, he even dragged me off to buy materials. If he was a few decades younger, I bet he insists on working on this himself. Have you encountered any danger? Danger? Oh, you mean monsters and treasure hoarders? You needn't worry. Once they got wind of I was repairing the Yashika Temple, the Ministry of Civil Affairs assigned some military to help with security. Oh, so they were like, oh, this is actually a really good idea. Let's do it. They more or less chased all nearby monsters away. As for the treasure hoarders, they seem to be lying low on the middle that are here. However, the volume work required to fix the temple has really exceeded my expectations. Turns out it didn't prepare enough materials, so we had to order in more supplies from the city. And while those treasure hoarders are probably won't make a move in the worksite itself, they might lie in ambush along the delivery route to steal the materials along the way. The mill can hold the worksite no problem, but if the delivery gets attacked by treasure hoarders, there's no way they'd be able to respond in time. Could I ask a favor from you? I know how skilled you are. Those treasure hoarders are definitely no match for you. Could you go and teach them a lesson? And dissuade them from disrupting our work? I'll do it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Especially when it's like a Xiao mission. I actually love that idea. So it's just over here. So just hanging out here waiting? Treasure hoarders. Are you being silly? There's a load of treasure hoarders over there. Okay, this one.
Royal decree.
Into the wind.
This one.
No, my sword.
That one there.
Clouds
A
high.
little bit of this. A little bit of that for you. There you go. Oh my god, look at this, look at this, look at this amazing Scorsese thing going on here. Pack it up, you're gone. Pack it up and you get gone. Don't come near this place in the future. Yes! But dare I ask what we've done to offend you? Did you find some treasure in the area by any chance? We're building a temple nearby. We're building a temple in the middle of these mountains. You relate the story to the temple of the temple restoration project. There's a temple commemorating the Adeptus here? Wait a minute, could it be that old house? Boss, we did see a statue of a bird while we were resting there previously. That must have been that Persvaces one of the Yashkas. Huh? Boss, did we really offend the Adeptus? Stop talking nonsense. We didn't know, so that didn't count. It was ignorance. I don't think the Adeptus will judge us, right? Anyway, thank you for telling us the reparations being done in the temple. Please apologize for our previous ignorance and rudeness. We'll go back and tell the others to give the temple a wider berth. Boss, we shouldn't go there and light a few sticks of incense to apologize. Oh, that's actually a great outcome, isn't it? Hey, when did you become such a talker? Come on, let's go. That's actually pretty sweet. That's not a bad outcome. They are rebuilding it. Or was that always like that? I hope they do actually rebuild it. That would be the sweetest possible outcome we could do, for sure. In my book. Hello there. Were the treasure hoarders about? Yeah. They actually it seems like they're gonna help out a bit, maybe. So the left, that's good. Is there anything else I can help you with? Thank you for your kindness, but you've already helped so much. It wouldn't be right. But if you're willing, if you would help, you could find some sandbear wood. You can consider your official contribution to the repair work. If it is a good deed after all, a little personal participation might bring you some good fortune. I'll go get it for you. All right, just bring me sandbear wood and you straight back to me. Do we have any of that? Do we have any of that? We do. There you go. All right, take these sandbear. I'll take these sandbear wood timber. This temple will take a while more to repair, so I'll remain here for the time being. If you have the time, you can come by and check on things. Cool. Yeah. Man, it's so weird being back in it. Like, I honestly felt weird coming back to Liyue before. So other world quests we have to do. The Shen Yu Vale one, we're doing that later. This one I feel like we could try and do like right now, and this will be the last world quest for today. Does that make sense? Because like I want to make sure we're clearing out the world quest so we don't get interrupted with any other quests. And not only that, but just so like it looks better and it cleans up better. And we have Kazuha to help us out with this. So let's go from the rooftops anywhere to see if we can find any more of these.
One with nature.
Right? That's the best way to look at this. Oh, but it has to be in this circle, of course.
The wind knows me.
Oh, a chest, though. I come back to Mondstadt every day, by the way, because I always have to, like, craft things and things like that, so it's not like I'm, you know... So we'll just check every rooftop in Mondstadt. Once we get, like already we found 2. So I think we can also do this, and it, like... Right, it like kind of like will maybe locate something. There's a chest over there at the very least, so we can travel over here now. Maybe we could try that as well.
One with nature.
Usually you can see it. Usually it's like clear as day. Right? Usually it's clear as day when you can see it's like it's a definite piece of paper. We'll get this chest regardless. And then we'll go over to that rooftop there. And I wonder if it's going to be on a flat surface. We found 2 on the rooftops already.
Brings a smile to my face.
Heck yeah. Man, look how high you can get up in this
One
game.
with nature.
Oh, is that one? I see something. So it doesn't. Oh, okay. So that might help us out a bit. Try all new Good Hunter meal to get 10% off when purchasing satisfying salad and sticky honey roast in single order. Pick it up. There's another one. So if we got one there and we got one over there, maybe we should try go over to the Adventurers Guild. See, it had an arrow pointing to it like right away. So in reality, like it's like. I feel like we're gonna, like, it's probably not gonna be there, by the way.
Into the wind.
I have to get back on my flower collection as well. I haven't done that in a while, too. Oh my god. I love Mondstadt. I love this place so much. Maybe it got blown up here? No, I'm guessing if three other ones were on the rooftop, I don't think they're gonna try and trick us by putting another one not on a rooftop. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they're that mean. Although, you know, they do like turn you on your head sometimes. Because usually, like, it will show, like, there was an arrow pointed, but I don't know if you have to get close to the arrow before you get that. We found one of them over here. At least there's a gold piece over here. We have to go, by the way, to collect stuff for Barbara and Mona, I have to literally run around Mondstadt and just, like, get the mushrooms. That's literally what I do. Let's try over here.
The wind knows me.
No? Has to be like one of these buildings over here.
Into the wind.
Yeah, so we know it's an arrow pointing. It'll be an arrow pointing down. So we have to be careful of that, because that's what we're looking for here. Really, like, just going house hopping is probably the best idea. Or building hopping. There. So it did go get a fall up here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We actually thought that might have happened. Newcomers deal in the Angel's share. All new patrons enjoy 30% off their first bottle of select new beverages. Pick up. And now we give this back to who? Oh. Not yet unlocked. We haven't unlocked that. Oh no, so we can just walk there. Jesus Christ, it's such a short walk.
Transfers of supplies
Oh.
must be reported.
Then I already... Oh, these are the reputation awards you can collect. Fair enough.
Time to go.
There was a time when the Friday episode was supposed to be just exploration. But then, like, it was like, oh man, I want to do all this stuff. And then I was like, okay, look, you know what? The Friday, like, once I got, like, used to it, it was like, okay, let's just do whatever in the Friday video. Let's just continue this game. Oh, Jesus, he's back. Luke! Luke, you're very smelly. I imagine you smell like Pringles. If Pringles farted. That's a disgusting visual. I apologize. I'll make an apology video later. What? What? In what universe? Is this what is this? Ah!
Into the wind.
What was that? Okay, let's do that again, but we'll finish our mission first. Yeah, we did your job for you, buddy. Have you gotten them all? Yes, sir. You my almost thanks. I'll take these posters and return them to the matchmaking merchants in a moment. As for the signboard from Angel's Share, I've already got notified with Charles to send someone over to take it back. Here's the remuneration for your help. Please take it. As for me, I need to move on to other tasks. Though the storm has ceased, its effects will remain for us for a while. I love that he said that because it actually shows that like Storm Terror's effects weren't just like, you know, a 2-second thing. Okay, we need someone who's faster. Let's go. Meet my ski. Sayo could do this in 2 seconds. Okay. Okay. I mean,
Excellent. Body and mind.
very well. We don't have enough for another wish, don't we now? No, we want to. Oh, we 12. Oh. We 12. Okay, so now that we've done that, the next thing we do is we go to the dreamlike. Right, this is it. Because then to do these, we have to literally do this one. Yeah, that's fine. Time for a story quest, or at least the start of it.
Time to act.
Oh God. I didn't think this is the day I'd have to fight kids. Official, you ready? I created the universe and founded paradise. But I didn't think this was what paradise was. I can't do it.
Hopefully we don't have to fight kids. The kids in this game are always very sweet.
We're looking for the great Mujina Yokai.
Oh wow, a voice acting from kids in this game.
Do you know where it lives? Great Mujina Yokai? What's that? Huh? You've never heard of it? It's a sneaky monster that goes around playing tricks on people. It's got magic powers and can even shapeshift into anything it wants.
Oh.
One time, the great Mujina Yokai stole some rice from our house. And this other time, it pushed my dad into the river.
You sure your dad didn't just fall and he's like, I'm blaming the yokai.
Sounds like a very naughty little monster.
Naughty little monster. Why are you looking out for it?
'Cause we finally found out how to chase it away. My dad said that the great Mujina Yokai likes to play tricks on people who stay out all the time and don't come home when they're supposed to.
Oh. So is this kind of an old wives' tale? Like they tell people to like kind of like in Ireland, the weird one, I don't know if it's the same thing as they have everywhere else. Please tell me if it's a similar thing in other countries. They would say if you don't behave, the man is coming to get you. And that is terrifying. And they would point out a random man in the street, and for some reason, like other Irish people would just know to play along. Like if you're like trying to fit in the middle of the street, oh, I want this ice cream or whatever, then they'd be like, hey, if you don't behave, the man is gonna get you and take you away. I'm not even joking. And then and this is a common thing. I've talked to other like my friends and stuff, and they're like, yeah, that happened to me too. Where like random Irish people you wouldn't even know will just like be like, yeah, that's me, I'm the man. You're like, as a kid, you're like, oh God. I don't know if that's the same thing with you guys, but and it's like, by the way, it's so common that like I've talked to people who are in their 60s, who are in their 20s, who are in their 40s, who are in their 30s, who all have the same similar story.
So all we need to do is chase it away. Then we can come out and play whenever we want.
This is such a clever story. The idea that like these kids are being told this like kind of tale about this character that's keeping them from playing out for too late, and they're like, well, what if we just get this guy to leave?
This monster sounds scary, though. Aren't you guys afraid?
These kids want to play, Paimon.
Surely your parents must be worried about you. Oh, not really. I told my dad that I was gonna find the great Mujina Yokai with some friends, and he didn't even say anything.
I'm guessing because to him it's not true.
So we think it must be weak right now. It's probably hiding away so it can rest.
Again, like they're so good at like the imagination of kids here, right? Because of course kids are gonna be like, oh yeah, like that's the only explanation, because they will try to explain everything away, you know?
Yeah, so as long as we get home before it gets its strength back, we'll be safe.
Sweethearts. Absolute sweethearts.
Something sounds very strange about all this. But Paimon can't say exactly what it is.
We've never seen a monster like this before.
Yeah, Paimon feels like the Great Mujina Yokai is one of those storybook monsters that doesn't exist in the real world.
Guess the parents just don't want their kids to know. Yeah, that's exactly what I feel too.
You should tell them
But it could be
that
real.
they'll
It could turn out to be
all the
real.
time looking for it. Oh, children!
Oh, do we
listen
know?
up. There's no need to go
Wait.
looking for the Great Mujina Yokai, all right? Because it isn't real.
I feel like there's like 30 moral questions we have to talk about before we reveal this isn't real for kids, right? There's like a few questions we have to ask ourselves. Is it our place to do this? Should we do this? My answer would be no.
No way.
That's impossible. My dad wouldn't lie to me.
Like, yeah, I feel like there's a few we should have dipped our toes in this before we jumped right in.
Your folks are just worried about you is all. They don't want you wandering too far from home because it's too dangerous.
This is gonna embolden kids. These kids are gonna run off and join a gang. They're gonna join a gang of pirates.
That's not true. The Great Mujina Yokai is definitely real.
Okay, kid, you tell me.
Yeah, Yoimiya's even making some weapons for us. And then she's gonna show us how to blow it up.
Yoimiya is making weapons for you?
Yoimiya, huh? Wait, as in fireworks prison break, Yoimiya?
We told her all about the Great Mujina Yokai. She said we shouldn't be scared of it. We should learn how to chase it away instead.
We've been waiting for ages now. And finally, Yoimiya said that today's the day.
So Yoimiya is like kind of like I wonder if she actually believes this then?
Or
maybe she heard- maybe it's the same story she heard as a kid, too.
All the time. She wouldn't tell a lie.
There we go, we're big liars then. We're big stinky liars. Paimon, it's okay. We don't have to get too invested.
Come on, let's get out of here and go find Yoimiya.
We just got palmed, face palmed by 3 kids.
Wait, hold on, don't go. They didn't seem to take that very well.
I know.
But Paimon was only trying to look
I know,
out for
Paimon.
them.
I know. But again, it's probably just like a situation where like it was none of our business in a way, I guess.
Who knows what Yoimiya's got to do with this? Let's follow the kids and see what's going on.
Again, I'll do it for you, Paimon. But maybe not. maybe this is one that we leave to Yoimiya. But again, I love Yoimiya's design. I love her as a character so far. I want to learn more about her. Yeah, the way that exploration is done in Inazuma, I think you guys would agree with me. They've kind of set this up in a way that's different from Liyue, in a way that's like, hey, this is like your first starting area. These are all the little missions in this first starting area. And then like these other areas that are apparently going to open up are like, you know, it makes sense to not just like we could just go over here and get these items here, right? But I think it makes more sense to do it within line of the story, because it doesn't make sense for our character to leave this island yet. It doesn't make sense when we're not finished with this area yet. And you can say it about everything. Like, someone's going to say, well, then, Calvin, that's the same thing about Liyue then. Like, why would you go into the mountains? I think the difference is that we're surrounded by this thing called water. And this thing called water, right? Usually you drown in it. And that's the difference for me. It's like, you have to actively get in a boat and go places, but I think it's totally normal for, like, us to explore areas that are not, like, encased in water, because, like, we can actually, like, see them in the distance. We go like, oh, I can go there. An island is way more daunting to get to than it is a walk up a hill, in my opinion. Yes, sick design.
Cheer up, guys. Don't be so down. He was only joking back there. How could the Great
Oh my god, we
Mujina
upset
Yokai
them.
not
We
exist,
upset
huh?
these kids.
But we've never seen it for ourselves.
That's because the Great Mujina Yokai is extra powerful. And that's exactly why I need your help, isn't it? It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience. And wisdom, too.
So they definitely look up to Yoimiya in a lot of ways.
Even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then, okay? No matter how powerful the great Mujina yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. Just light them up and you'll scare it off no problem.
Are you just trying to sell fireworks? Or do you want to just put off some fireworks? Because remember she put on a whole show in the prison?
It's up to you guys to protect your homes, your
What?
crops, and your folks.
Yoimiya!
Got it. Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and be more patient.
Oh, it's actually kind of sweet, but still at the same time, like, I feel like you maybe just do a little bit of an explosion?
Oh yeah, hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember to give it to your parents and tell them to keep it safe.
Wait, a slip of paper?
Just tell them it's from Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Yoimiya. We're gonna go back now.
Oh, thanks, Yoimiya. Come play with us soon. Sure thing, will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later.
It's an interesting conversation. What's the like, you know,
So...
we meet again?
So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. No worries, though. I'm not blaming you.
Fair enough.
The great Mujina yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're gonna get upset if someone tries to tell them it doesn't exist.
Okay, but it definitely doesn't exist.
Paimon's like,
Right?
please, tell me this thing is not real.
Yeah, the first time I heard about it, I knew straight away that was probably something the parents had come up with to stop the kids from running off all the time.
Yeah, that was our first like idea. Oh, look at the I didn't even notice the koi fish on her arm. It's so sick.
But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks and doesn't hurt people. So, I guess now the kids' impression of the great Mujina yokai is mostly influenced by me.
So in a way, this monster is all a product of your creativity?
Sure, it's probably to keep the lie going. And then my take on this lie is that like I'm kind of in the middle of it because I do think that like sometimes it's bad to lie to kids, but I think sometimes like little white lies that in the grand scheme of things wouldn't hurt them isn't always terrible. You know what I mean? If you like, and that sounds bad, but what I'm saying is like little tiny things. And people are gonna be like, Calvin, what about the man? The man's coming to get you. That was funny now looking back. But maybe it's just because like maybe like I don't know how that affected other people. Some people actually might feel a bit bad about that, you know? I know that it's actually a very common thing. One of the common things of like is kids going, I'm gonna run away. And then like I only found out that this was like a really common thing because I've heard stories from some other Irish kids trying to do that. And the parents will like watch them leave and be like, okay, leave, but keep an eye on them, leave then. And they see them like get to the end of the street and then they run back, which is a very common thing because I've seen a lot of like YouTube shorts where like American parents do that too. Apparently that's like a really common thing across the whole world.
Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who exposes it.
I feel like I'm kind of her as well. It's like, am I gonna be the one to expose it? Do I have to be the one, you know?
Sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time, but they could have easily had other reasons too.
I can't get over how like great the outfits in Inazuma are.
If I just go ahead and tell them that the great Mujina yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then who knows? I might be doing more harm than good.
I'm with you. I'm with you on this.
Besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than questioning what's real and what isn't.
I agree with this so freaking much. I think the difference between like a lie of telling a kid like, hey, you know, like a lie that like is like really detrimental to them, like, you know, why this is happening, why that's happening. Because I think it like say like telling them a lie, like an example would be like say like if like a 10-year-old like sees like, you know, like sees like their auntie and uncle like separate or something, and you lie about it and say, oh, they're just living apart for a while. I think it's important to be like, hey, look, this is what happened. This is what happens sometimes. This is what life is like sometimes. But I think also kids should be able to believe in like some stuff as well, like magic and having, especially nowadays, kids grow up so fast. So I'm 100% on board with this, the idea that they should be able to like live their lives thinking some stuff is like really real and magic is real and like the idea of like mystery is real, especially in this world as well.
Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and shoots out lights that are all the colors of the rainbow. Ooh, the mist spirits that live far off in the mountains and guide you to fairyland if you can find them. I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. If someone came up to me and started telling me to stop being so stupid, they don't exist, nah. I'd give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because it's just so annoying.
I'm not going to say why be so childish about this, because while Yoimiya does have a childish heart, and we already knew that she has a very mischievous heart, I think it's 100% okay. It's like the people who, when you're like, when like you find like a 30-year-old person who plays Pokemon, and people are like, that game's for kids, dude. And it's like, just leave me alone. Just shut up. You know what I mean? Or like, why do you watch wrestling? That stuff's fake. Mind your business. I think it's way more mature for her to be like, get out of my face, or saying nya 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 to them, than them walking up to her going like, that's fake. Like, shut up. Let her believe it. Yeah.
Right? So what if it's made up? It's also really awesome and kind of magical. So it's not up to anyone else.
Music is
to tell me
awesome.
What's what.
I am vibing with Yoimiya. Maybe that's not a good thing.
The things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young turn into our priceless treasures as we grow up. When you were kids, surely you guys believed in things like heroes who slew dragons and sacred swords that cut through darkness. It's the same thing.
Yep, 100%. Like heroes slay dragons and sacred swords that cut through darkness. That's pretty much been our life.
If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down? All the grim tales of the Vision Hunt decree? I think it's a bit too early for all of that.
Yeah. Oh, way too early. For sure.
You know, honestly though, like I don't think it was too hard to follow.
Whether you understood me or not, don't you worry. I'll take care of the kids and make sure they stay safe. Okay, it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara fireworks show is just around the corner, and there's still a lot of things to get ready.
Naganohara fireworks show? Is that hosted by your family or something?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why our name is on the event. It's well known throughout Inazuma. Oh, on the subject, are you busy these days? If not, then you should totally come along. I'll prepare an extra pretty firework just for you.
Yeah, I'll gladly take you up on the offer. But I'm gonna say, you know what? Let's match the energy. We've been looking forward to it for ages.
In that case, come with me to Naganohara. We'll go see my bots. There's still a few fireworks to finish off before the show.
I do, like, I don't know, like...
Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories, too. In fact, most of what they write is based off of the kinds of fairy tales I was just talking about. A lot of them have bad endings, though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again. Or, someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. The hero who slays the dragon becomes the next dragon. The sacred
This is so
sword
sweet.
that once fought the
This is so
darkness
sweet.
now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of stories are all the rage nowadays, but I really can't bring myself to like them. If something's magical, it should be kept that way.
Heck yeah. You know what? Like, and can I just say, oh my god, the conversation, like, was perfectly timed for, like, a stroll here. What? That's so impressive. But, like, before we go into talk to her dad, I just want to say, like, I think it's cool that, like, in a world that restricts so many people, that Yoimiya is here to be like, and we know this, that for a lot of adults in Inazuma, they're miserable. They are goddamn miserable for what's happening in this world. They can't even talk to their loved ones. They can't even travel, you know, great distances to see other cultures. They have to ask us to make food for them, like, on the daily, because they want to taste food from home. They have restrictions on their workplaces. They have restrictions on what they can be, their aspirations. Some of them are forgetting everything. And the idea that Yoimiya is here like, hey, let's keep these kids, like, feeling a bit of magic in their lives. I'm like, I'm all for it. 100%. They have plenty of time to grow up and be miserable like every other adult. Let them have something.
Hey, pups, I'm back.
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these two? Friends or customers?
A bit of both, actually.
From
They
Musters.
arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show after coming all this way, can we?
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And I, Naganahara Ryunosuke, will tell you all about the long history of the Naganaharas.
That can wait. Pops, I need to ask you about something.
She's like, none of that, please.
A long, long time ago. some things
Pops has
burn,
started
and
telling his
other
stories
things
again.
don't.
Sorry
What?
about this.
They
Ever
don't
since
burn.
Pops had his
But
accident,
somewhere
his
along the
ears don't
line,
work
Oh,
too well.
right.
the rock was set alight, and it burned the most beautiful color.
Really?
People took one
But
look
for a
and thought,
moment there, it almost seemed like you were having
that's
a
a
coherent
rock, or was it something
conversation.
else? Because much, much later, people eventually realized that if you grind certain materials into dust, they burn with many beautiful colors.
That's a lovely story.
Pops, wait!
Huh? What's that?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the ones from the day before yesterday. And the ones from the day before that.
No, Pops, I meant the materials. The materials that we ordered. They should have arrived today.
Ah, today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry. Your old man's skills are still as sharp as ever.
No, Pops, the materials. The raw materials for making fireworks.
Oh my god, this is actually like, it's actually a sweet interaction again. It's a small thing that makes it, like I always say, small things make a big difference. Like it's a little thing about their family dynamic that makes them different from other families we talk to, or other characters we talk to.
Sorry?
Material!
Oh.
And it is quite sad as
the
well, right? It is quite sad that
materials.
like he's losing his hearing. But like, you know, it doesn't do good to lose hearing when you're around Yoimiya.
Yes, the materials! Sorry, Paimon got all excited because he finally got the message across.
Paimon was waiting for the ending of the story.
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come over to explain why, but, well, I think they did, but I couldn't quite hear what they were saying.
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. We can just make them later. Don't forget to take the goods in when they deliver them. Okay, Pops?
Of course. Leave it to me.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pop something.
See, it seems like a warm and friendly person. You two are quite similar. I'll say quite a warm and friendly person. It's a cute little pose as well.
That's my Pops. He's a good person, all right. Everyone around here respects him. Because my Pops is deaf,
Great voice acting as well from
he never
Yoimiya.
argues with anyone and never contradicts them. He just listens cheerfully. When I
Oh,
was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had to
oh.
say. So I told my Pops everything.
But he's,
Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's
that
deaf.
is so
I
sweet.
still tell him stories every day.
That is so sweet. My grandmother's very hard of hearing too, and when you tell her stories about stuff, she will just say yes. Like, and it's like even at times in the story when it's not necessary, but she doesn't want to offend anyone by saying she can't hear. And also, it's hard accepting your own shortcomings.
Huh? Why would you do that?
It just makes me happy to see him smile, and it keeps him from being lonely,
Oh,
right?
it's actually it's really sweet.
Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner and the materials still haven't arrived. We need to think of an alternative.
Yoimiya? Is that you?
Who's this? She's so excitable.
Oh, you scared me there. I thought I told you to be more careful before you speak.
Sorry.
Hold on. I'm coming over.
Wait, who's over there? They're talking from behind a door? Wait, what? Wait, what?
No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. Come around the side.
What's happening?
We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around. Otherwise, we'd all be in
Wait.
big trouble.
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash, But when I heard you come back, I just...
Don't worry, Sakujiro. So far, at least, everything is going according to plan. We're going to look for firework materials shortly. While we're out, we'll sort out the boat situation for you, as promised.
Thank you for all your help.
Who is this?
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma from the outside world not long ago. While he was smuggling himself in, the Tenryou Commission
okay, so they
found
want
him
him.
and put out a warrant for his arrest.
An arrest warrant?
Shh, keep it down. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If Sakujiro was caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him a boat and send him out of Inazuma again.
But isn't there a thunderstorm out in the ocean?
Yeah, we know it's going to be dangerous, but there aren't many other options left.
What if the boat capsizes? Drowning is really scary.
It is. It's terrifying, especially like when you're in a like the water is an element that's like not our element.
If things are this bad, couldn't you just not come back in the first place?
Like Paimon's element is more like a field with like chicken coo and like seeds and stuff and like corn.
Well, there's something I felt I had to do. But as soon as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes. I had made my mind up originally, but now I'm not sure anymore. I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke, but I'm very grateful to them for taking me in.
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as you've got that little piece of paper, you'll always be a valued customer of the Naganoharas.
Little piece of paper?
Oh, the ones you give to the kids, yeah.
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorative event, we always include a little paper slip with the goods. Only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks they ordered. If someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they purchased, whether it's 10 or even 100 years later.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is so awesome.
It's a family tradition. All our regular customers know about this.
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly 20 years ago. I would have thought that things would turn out the way they have.
It'll be fine. Escaping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. I'll still try and come up with a different solution, because it'd be much better if you could stay in Inazuma. Whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not about to leave them high and dry.
Thank you.
We're about to see, we're seeing her
This way,
morals
I still have
shine
some
through
time
as
to
well.
Consider my options.
All right, well, let's not stay out here in the open for too long. Hurry up and get back inside. I'll let you know as soon as I have an update for you.
All right, I'll leave it to you then, I guess.
Yeah, and like it seems like people trust her as well. Like so far, the kids trust her.
It's
A
shame.
fugitive.
They still wouldn't give him a permit, even though he was born and raised in Inazuma.
That's again showing how restrictive it is right now.
Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
We went through a long bureaucratic process on Rito.
Even then, we only got through thanks to some help from Miss Hiragi Chisato of the Kanjo Commission.
Yep.
I see. So you had big shots helping you. I guess that won't be of much help to Sakujiro. I just wish the commissions could be a little bit more flexible. I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh?
Each Archon has their own idea of how to run things. It's true. Yeah, each Archon has their own idea of how to run things is probably the best thing to say here. Because like I think it's like the best official way of talking about like how, you know, to acknowledging that it's different without, I guess they're both similar, but I think it's true to me is like, not that I know it doesn't matter in the end, but I think it's true to me is just kind of like, hey, like it's true, but saying each Archon has their own idea how to run things is us also like making sure that like, I guess no one's listening in either. It's like, hey, everyone chooses their own way of doing things.
Well, no matter what, I have to find a way to help him. I'm sorry. I invited you to come watch the fireworks, but now I have to run a few errands. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can go sort out the firework materials in the boat by myself, and then you can come meet me back at the house later.
We'll say I'm interested. Yeah, like, take an interest in it.
Oh, cool. Then let's start with Sakajiro's boat. We can chat along the way.
And when she says chat, we're chatting. We're having a nice chat along the way.
Oh, yeah. If it's fine with you, can I ask how you
Oh,
two first
she's a
met?
chatty one. And we love it.
He saved me from drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you ask?
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship.
A lot of people have said that.
My pops had a person like you around. Who's being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Why do you look so excited?
Because you're a person and not floating
Oh.
child.
Oh no. Paimon is never leaving Inazuma. This is her home.
Koichi, I'm here. How is the boat coming along?
Yeah, it's, all right, I guess. I was questioned, though.
Is that Joe Kiri?
Wait, should we really be talking about this in front of them?
Oh, don't worry. They're my friends. You can trust them. They came with me to check up on the boat.
Yeah, you could say we're all in the same boat here.
Paimon, I'm just saying, I keep saying it because there's so much evidence. Paimon is having a blast in Inazuma. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. I'm just being cautious. The boat is ready, but I'll have to be discreet moving it here.
Huh? Why is that?
Because of the Sokoku decree, the Tenryou Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the smallest ones, they'll stop and interrogate us, demanding to know what we plan on doing with it. It's a real nuisance.
I understand. I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you for fireworks, and again this time. So just consider this my way of saying thank you. Right, I'll go fetch the boat now. I should be back shortly.
Yeah, it's actually really sweet to showing us like how she is interacting with people around her as well. It's a simple way of showing her character too.
Thank you. Oh, if it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house. Everything was made in strict accordance with what was on the paper slip. You won't find the slightest thing wrong with them.
All right then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure your new friends get to see it. It's an Inazuma tradition.
Yeah, we've been
after
hearing
all.
about it. Been hearing about it for sure.
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past. About the first time you ordered fireworks for my family.
That's a long story, actually. Where do I start? Maybe I'll come back to that after moving the boat here.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Got caught up in the conversation there.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it for now and meet you back here later.
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended up chatting the rest of the day away. I've been so busy with the fireworks business these past few days that I haven't had a moment to stop and chat with anyone. It's killing me.
So what we have here is a character who's unbelievably sweet. She's very mischievous, and she's very chatty. But the reason why sometimes someone who talks too much can be a little bit irritating. I talk a lot. I talk so much. But I feel I'm not saying this is me, but I'm saying for Yoimiya, I think the reason how you offset the talking too much is being someone who's respected, who's nice, and who's likable. Because then you can get away with a lot of annoying traits if you're just a nice and likable person. I think Yoimiya is definitely that.
Of course.
Not that
Pops
chatting is
happy to
annoying. I
listen
never
to
find
chat
chatting
away,
annoying. I like people
but
chatting.
because he can hardly hear anything, it's difficult to get an interesting reaction from him. And I'm doing it again, aren't I? Ugh. What I meant to say was, while Koichi is bringing the boat here, we should try to find some firework materials.
Okay.
I need to make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sakajiro as well. We're missing a lot.
I think this is a good answer. If it's too much trouble, just make it for the other two.
It'll be fine. It's actually like this every year. There's always a bunch of extra orders to slot in here and there. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get another one. So, no matter how busy I am, I'm always happy to take their orders.
Sure.
So, what you're trying to say is that you enjoy the work?
And if you enjoy your work, it doesn't feel like work.
Oh, I do. I really do. Being born into a family of fireworks makers, I feel like since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with watching things go boom, and then seeing all the lights and colors and, but what I really wanted to say was, don't worry about me. It'll all be fine.
So that's what you mean. Your main point got a bit buried in all the extra information. I'll say so that's what you meant. Yeah, I don't want to be like, hey, you're jumbling your words here. Yeah, that's what you meant.
Sorry. It's just that good conversation
Oh.
can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, when I'm in the mood and I've got a lot to say, I just have to get all out there in one go.
This just
and
makes you
no
like me
regrets.
like you even more. This is such a sweet way of putting it.
Let's head to the city. I think I'll try my luck with some people that I know.
Really, really sweet. I like this character quite a bit.
Doesn't it hurt your voice talking all the time?
It can get uncomfortable, I guess, but what else would I be using my voice for?
True.
You kind of have a
Yeah,
point.
she does. And like the thing is, like, I love that they're doing these little conversations in between each scene, because they don't do it for every single character where like it's this much conversation between each scene. What's happening here that's really cool is like it's like they're showing like how much of like a chatty person she is. And they're letting the player decide whether, like, they're giving us a few choices of words to say. They're letting us decide whether we're finding it annoying or not. I personally do not.
Hello, Morihiko. How's business these days?
Yoimiya, there you are. I thought you might show up. Ha, no need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks materials, I assume. I put a batch aside just for you. It'll definitely be enough.
Huh? Really? How did you know?
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place trying to get your hands on some last-minute materials. I've come to expect it now. There's always a few extras unaccounted for, eh?
Oh, I'm so sorry for bothering you every time.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. I'd sooner have my business
Cool.
go under than turn down
Yeah.
one of your requests.
Again, showing once again how there's people that just like adore her and have a lot of respect for her, whether it be the kids or him or everyone we talk to.
What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made?
Thank you ever so much.
It's no trouble at all, my friend. Once when I had an argument with my son, Yoimiya was the one who came and calmed him down. I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya, who knows? He probably would have run away by now.
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. It's just, he doesn't know how to express it. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah.
Look at this
I
little
guess I'm
statue as well.
probably too serious around him. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm talking with other people.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come to me.
Look at Paimon's face.
Even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first.
I love that
Always.
Wonder also gives Paimon a look of like, yeah, this girl's good. This girl's good.
All right then. Everyone's always saying what a good kid you are. Your father must be very proud of you.
He must be, for sure.
Go ahead and take the ore, by the way. It's on the house.
Oh, no, you don't. That's out of the question.
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of my gratitude.
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me. Can't we just play by normal business rules here?
Dude, you're probably gonna have
I
to.
already said it's fine. Please, just take it. Surely you've got a load of other things you need to get done today.
Well, how about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment against any fireworks you want to purchase in the future.
There's no convincing
No,
you,
she
is
seems very
there?
sure of herself, dude.
All right then, if you insist. Pass on my regards to your dad. Tell him Morihiko wishes him health and happiness.
Will do. You look after yourself as well. Don't push yourself too hard. You don't want to make yourself ill again.
This is such an important line. Not only is she going around just talking to people and we see how much people care about her, but also she's remembering tiny details about every single person she's talking to, whether it be your dad, of course. But then there's like 2 of these strangers that she was asking for fireworks about and talking to them about this stuff too. And it's like, okay, yeah, she talks a lot, but she also listens a lot too, and she understands people, and she's actually a good people person.
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
Seems like you do happily everything. Fireworks are pretty important to Inazumans, huh?
Well, for one thing, if you want to commemorate something, naturally you're gonna want something loud, bright, and beautiful.
Heck yeah.
But I think more importantly than that, everyone trusts us. If it wasn't for our customers, we wouldn't be able to stay in business. Anyway, we've gotten all the materials we need now, so that solves that problem. Next, we just need to go find someone to process them.
Look at this. Look how nice she looks in this shot here as well. Yeah, this has been really cool. A very somber way of learning about this character, for a character who's definitely not somber. Hey, detective, how are you? Hey, how's it going? Pop, pop. That'll teach you. You'll learn. You'll learn in future. A little bit of learning never hurt anybody.
Hajime, Mr. Aminoma, it's me.
Hajime.
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must be here for some firework materials.
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the fireworks.
Yeah, that's cool.
show.
That's cool. And like it establishes, yeah, how busy she is, how she's always working for this festival. So not only that, but like I guess like how into fireworks she is.
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while? I have quite a backlog of weapons orders right now.
No worry. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, that could be a problem. Some worries. How about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can help me process my ore, right?
That will depend
nice
on
hair.
my master.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks show starts. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make, if I don't finish them on time.
Talkative as ever, I see, dear child.
Yeah, and she loves talking. We love hearing her talk too.
The essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, it will show in the blade that is forged. If you badger Hajime like this, you will only succeed in disrupting his concentration.
Do you want me to jump him? I'll jump him.
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara fireworks show is right around the corner.
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Huh? Master?
Oh, nice. Okay,
you
okay.
mean
We don't have to jump
you'll
him.
do the work personally?
Is that so surprising? It is, after all, the only option.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Aminoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event. This, I know well.
Yep.
In addition to this, I am indebted to Ryunosuke for all the business he has given me.
So, like, while we're, again, I know I keep stopping to talk about this, but it's all just like a big, like, a bunch of ingredients to make a cake that is basically trying to establish who not only Yoimiya is, but how important the festival is to everyone as well.
But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future. Do not rush everything at the last minute.
I think she likes a bit of a rush, though. She seems like a rushful person. She seems like the type of person that gets things done better under pressure, which I can be like that too.
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some extra materials in to cover any unexpected changes of plan late in the day.
Though for you, dear child, no matter how much you prepare in advance, it may never be enough. Excuse me. I will be back shortly.
Again, another person's just willing to help her. Even this guy who we thought was going to be the most serious person in the world.
Wow, Mr. Aminoma! Just look at the shape and size of these grains. It's beautiful. I'm at a loss for words.
I always get so lucky with how beautiful the lighting is in this game at certain parts of cutscenes.
It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like your craft hasn't degraded one bit.
Of course. I have studied these techniques my whole life. They are impossible for me to forget.
So have Amenoma art and Naganohara fireworks been working together for a long time already?
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's father. The people may have changed from one generation to another, but the ingredients required to make fireworks have remained the same.
Yeah, so again, like what I'm getting from this as well is that like it's, and people can say, oh, Calvin, you read too much into it, this, whatever, but I feel like it's intentional. That like, you know, the idea that like the fireworks like are something that's always stayed the same in Inazuma, right? No matter which person to person they pass down to, the fireworks will always stay the same. Is kind of a big contrast to the fact that like Inazuma has changed so much. We saw this as well with the Fox Mask quest, with the what's it called? With the Kamisato, not Kamisato. Sorry, I forget. I can never pronounce the full name. I'm not even trying, but you know what I'm talking about with the cursed sigil quests or whatever. How like we're talking about how like so many things have changed from Inazuma, and we saw this constant change. The fireworks are something that has stayed the same. Like she said earlier, no matter what, on that white piece of paper, if you handed that paper, no matter what has changed in your life, the fireworks that you got 100 years ago, that your father got 100 years ago, will be able to be made in the same way 100 years from now. A lot has changed, but some stuff stays the same. And you saw that with the kids at the start as well. It's like a lot is changing around them. Let some things stay the same, and sometimes you need that comfort.
Hajime, in the future, this will be up to you.
I know.
All right, I won't bother you guys any longer. Oh, remember to come and watch the fireworks.
And I think that has to be it for a lot of people. When they watch the fireworks, they feel like they can forget about all the hard stuff in their life. They can forget about all the terrible things going on. They can forget that everything's changed, and they have those like nostalgic feeling that makes them feel like they're home again.
Okay, time to head off. Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him.
Sure. She's a sweetheart, by the way. She's absolute sweetheart. And like I love having a character that's a little bit crazy, you know? We like a crazy character every once in a while. I love the roll. The roll. She looks like a cannonball every time she does it.
Just as I thought. He isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been hoping for a chance to have a nice
settle
chat with you
Settle in time.
all day.
Let's settle in.
Sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone really smoothly.
Heck yeah.
Feels like Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole trip.
It was just nice listening quietly. Yeah.
I felt like I was neglecting you guys, so I wanted to find an opportunity to catch up.
She's also a people pleaser like me. So many times when I like we'll be at like a party. I haven't gone to parties in a while because I like just like, you know, my own company sometimes. Like even though I like talking to my friends as well, but like sometimes I like my own company. And one of the things that like I would always do is like, you know, I'd be like, Jesus Christ, I haven't talked to Emma all night. Oh my God. And I'll be like, Emma, like, I'm so sorry I haven't come and talked to you. And she's like, dude, it's fine. It's fine. I always feel like people will remember that when people just don't.
When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have a chance to sit down and have a proper chat. You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma?
Mondstadt, the city of freedom. I'd like to talk about Mondstadt.
Ooh, sounds great. I heard they pretty much have no rules over there, right? So people are free to live their life however they want, doing whatever makes them happy.
Yeah, and like they do that, they establish that like just by having like the owner of the cattails, like just wandering around the city at all times, going to other shops, talking to the people. Like it's very freeing. It's like leave your door open type of free.
My pops actually received a gift from one of his old customers over there. It was from the winery or something.
Oh yeah, we know the winery.
Dawn Winery! Their dandelion wine is super famous.
Yes, that's the one. I remember when he drank it. I've never seen him enjoy a bottle of wine so much in his life. He was telling me all night about how good it tasted.
Heck yeah.
My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or to fulfill a certain wish. So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
We are finding our sister to track down an enemy god. Looking for a lost. I think looking for a lost sister.
And we're looking for answers from the gods too.
You were separated from your family because of a god? Oh. That must be really tough.
Sometimes it is. I'm slowly learning to cope, and I feel like that is an important thing to say because we have like been having great help from Paimon in these situations of learning how to deal with this. So I'll say I'm slowly learning how to cope.
I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. You know, I was going to ask if you guys wanted to stay here in Inazuma.
All right. I think Paimon does.
Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, a state of tranquility where very little ever changes.
Right.
The advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to come and rest. Let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. And if you keep pressing on in that state, you might start to lose sight of the things that made you want to start your journey in the first place.
Sometimes. That's also just how it is.
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle. Even trying to have fun. You won't be able to enjoy yourself if you're too tired. An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way.
Oh, really? Wow. This is an interesting comment made by a very lovely lady. This has to apply to Genshin. Like, it has to. Like, and not like this game is too smart for it not, because obviously, like, for me, it's like, yeah, like, the end goal is important, but, like, everything you do along the way is also very important.
Don't worry, though. I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed and happy.
High five?
And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least leave with fond memories. Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home.
It also depends on what my sister thinks. Let's say that, man. We're a sister boy.
I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys. I'll keep it a secret for now, though.
Thank you. Okay, that's sweet. Yeah, that's fine.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Or, did you want to keep chatting a little longer?
We just finished as it happens.
Okay.
I love that he knows how much she likes to
Let's
chat.
go then. Just act naturally, though. We don't want to raise any suspicion.
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean, it must be super sturdy, right?
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality is guaranteed.
Expectations not betrayed. So we have like the boat to go to. Yeah, like I think Yoimiya is like a definite, like, also again, everything is meaningful in this game. Everything it means something. And while we have like all these, like, she has a very, very direct line to how Inazuma acts, she's also like very good at showing us how like the contrast of Leeway and Mondstadt is as well. If it comes to picking out my home though, Mondstadt, man, I'm sorry. Like I would go to live with Mona and Mondstadt. That would be it.
That's way too small.
It makes me think of Atsuko, but I think it's sturdy enough though.
Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from
It looks sturdy. It looks very sturdy.
Timber.
It looks really good.
Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm, it's going to be exceedingly dangerous.
Yes.
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. It's just there as a last resort. I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved once again.
I'm not the one you should be praising. It's all thanks to the guys who kindly pitched in. To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them secretly in the night. This is the largest we could afford to build.
Okay.
Any bigger, and there's no way it would pass the Tenryou Commission's
Right, because they're worried about people leaving.
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back. He'll need to make some preparations before setting sail.
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden. Doesn't helping Sakajiro make you a collaborator in the eyes of the Tenryou Commission?
Maybe it does, but I knew what I was getting into from the moment I agreed to help
Heck yeah.
him.
Heck yeah.
My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's a national event of any sort, the other two commissions come to us too. As long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to cause trouble for me either.
That's a good way of looking at it, yeah?
And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've been helping out too, right?
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort. Wait. Oh no!
Wait, what? We were chased. What? Do we have to be the bad guys in Inazuma as well? We were chased by the militant leeway too.
Ah, so you're seasoned crooks already, eh? Don't know what
Oh,
was
I get
worried
it.
about then.
The realization that Paimon's like, we're a crook everywhere we go.
Anyway, thanks for everything, Koichi. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get my pops to settle the boat construction fees.
Sweet.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would be sure to scold me if she found out I'd taken Mora from the Naganoharas.
Who's Third Sis?
Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. It got really prosperous.
Look at this shot.
At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning their respective family's business. They were a tightly knit group of friends, but eventually, they all grew up and decided they each wanted to go into business themselves. It was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less opportunity to see each other in the future.
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go
Here we
watch
go.
some fireworks together one last time.
And there you go with the fireworks connecting people again.
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. One by one, they left, until Koichi was the only one of them remaining in Inazuma. After that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit, fireworks would always be involved.
See, like again, just showing the importance of those fireworks.
Yeah. No matter how close you and your friends are, there's always going to be some distance after
Yes,
being
yes.
separated for a long time. But as soon as the fireworks lit up the sky,
Oh, I can feel it.
it'd
I can feel it.
instantly take us right back to our childhood.
Yeah.
And we'd be chatting away like in the old days.
Heck yeah. That's such a sweet way of looking at it. And like, yeah, that's what we thought as well. The fireworks are going to bring everyone back to that feeling.
To us, those memories are eternal.
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating things.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting on me for their fireworks. Anyway, I need to go update Sakujiro. See you, Koichi. Thanks again for your help.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get caught red-handed.
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid or held me once as a baby or something.
Okay.
But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway. So,
Oh, no.
I better have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him.
Did you say yes?
So I'm like, yes, I do. You held me once when I was just a baby.
No.
Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me.
That is a people
I
pleaser.
regret and must have apologized like a million times. It was so embarrassing.
One time when I was in a workplace, some people called me Callum, and some people called me Calvin, and then some people were calling me like I forget the third name. It's been so long ago, but like I remember like someone was like, "Would you not correct them?" And I'm like, at this stage, I'm Callum. So I guess I totally get what she's feeling, like the idea of just being like, I'm not gonna just, at this stage, I'm just gonna keep going with this, you know what I mean? Also it was kind of funny because like a few times like they were like they'd look for me to do something and they'd be like, get Callum to do it, and they'd be like, so the person would be like, who? Callum?
Oz, reveal thyself.
But for me, here's the thing. Like, can I say as well, that comes from a lot of, like, people. Like, I think a lot of, like, there's a lot of people in this world where their baseline attitude is just rude. Where their baseline attitude is just like, I'm rude. And I don't think it's meant to be rude, but, like, a lot of people are just, like, in with their own feelings and in with themselves. So they don't stop right to take a look around sometimes. And I genuinely think that, a lot of people, when they were like, oh, I'm not going to ask him if his name is Callum, were just like, oh, why bother? You know what I mean? Where for me, like, and quite a few people too, I think it's like a 50% split with some people. Like, if I'm like, is your name Sarah or Sarah? Like, which is it? Like, I'd rather confirm it and not be rude in future. You know what I mean? Because then I have to do the whole like, hey, buddy, hey, bud. Okay, so we're gonna probably end here, or coming up here now. We're gonna continue the story quest in the next one. But what we might do as well on the other side of things, we're gonna, like, again, there's like, you know, I know for a fact that I take story quests really long because I always do, like, I talk about stuff all the time. I always stop to talk, but it's like, that's the way I like to do things. Before we go though, before we finish this episode, I actually do want to go and do something in Mondstadt, and that's do more of the Windtrace. And the reason I just want to do this is because, like, it's gonna go soon. Isn't that right, Shisaki? It's gonna go soon. And, like, I don't want to say, like, I don't have any regrets about it. I have so much fun with this, and it's such a fun time that I don't want to have more regrets about it, if you get what I'm saying. I want to play at least once or twice more before we can move on. We don't have enough for any wishes yet. We just don't. You know what I mean? But what is cool, though, is in the shop, we actually will get some wishes very soon. Where is it? Stardust Exchange. In 8 days, which is pretty cool. Of course, we can, like, purchase these as well. It'd be cool if you could purchase them. If you could purchase them with Stardust, I'm done. You know what I mean? It's over. Life is done. Wait, you can, like, purchase, like, a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff you can craft, though. Look at these outfits. This is Ningguang's other outfit, isn't it? It's actually nice. It's really sick. But we won't be using... We have Ningguang, but we won't be using her, though. Let's do it like a one Windtrace race. Because, again, it's like, man, this is a short enough event. I don't get time all the time to play this. I'll give it a try.
Join me! Give Windtrace a go.
The player, how many times does the player reject the invitation there? Like 52 times? Let's be ready. Man, change your character, please. Please, I beg you, change your character. Please. Man, I can't fathom anyone wanting to do that. I know that there's a map thing here, so it's not that bad. But I can't fathom anyone wanting to, like, create to be, like, the same thing as, like, the hunter or anything like that. I can't fathom it. You know what I mean? It's like pick one or the other. Because to me, it's like, yeah, you could say you want to confuse people, but, like, why would you want to confuse people if you want to win? I'd change it to look different. Team smiling. How do you have time to chat? Oh, they're gonna get me. I'm a lamp now. I'm a lamp. Is he coming back here? I'm going for it. F it. F it. Yeah, you know what? F it. At least that one's almost done. What is the other team doing? I haven't seen any of the other ones be activated. Did you guys see the other ones be activated? What? Contended with the hunter with your... Wait, what? Wait, did he just capture all of them? Okay, we'll do one more. Did he just literally capture all of them that quickly? That must be what happened. He didn't even get a chance to activate it. Oh, I didn't even see one activated though. I will say though, if someone's actually would ever be excited about this. I know I said I didn't really want to stream stuff, but I have an idea at some point in the future, maybe after the summer, like later on down the line, to do like Genshin streams. And basically like on Twitch. And basically what it would be is just like other cleanup stuff, I guess. Now this is not final or anything like that, but basically it would be like kind of like cleanup stuff, like things like that, tasks like that, you know, like little things like that. And basically then we would like take the clip and then like edit it down into a video or something like that, like that we could do. Oh, is this the method? Are they doing the same method the other person did? Oh, there we go. Okay, choose which one you're going to. I'd choose that one if I were you. Come on, come over here. Come over here. Yeah, I was talking to a few people on my Patreon, and they were talking about how they're not massive fans of the Dead by Daylight thing, or the Dead by Daylight aspects of this. Oh god, you found me. Yeah, there was no point changing there. They're not massive fans of the Dead by Daylight aspects of this. Kind of like the but I actually like. I think it's just because I like Dead by Daylight. Like this is actually something I enjoy quite a bit. 2. We got 2. Okay, so we're playing to win here. You camping here? Oh no, we're invisible for a bit, aren't we? Yeah, we're invisible for a bit. Oh god, which way do you go? This way. He's actually doing my method, which is just run around the place. Or they are doing my method. Brother, I'd run. Oh my god! There's no way he's not gonna see me, no? There's no way. Let's go. Okay, get your favor. Get your favor, buddy. He got that favor. We probably should run for it. But no! One more. One more and we win. One more and we win. One more and we win. Why are you coming for me? Brother, there was like 200 people there. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. There was like 200 people. Don't come for me. I'm gone. Well, of course you come for me because I'm gone in 2 seconds if he captures me. Stop attacking it, please. Okay. Now we're observer mode. Okay. Someone get it. Where's the closest one? So this one over here and that one. So he might win this. I actually think he might win this. I think he has a good chance of winning this because now there's 2 of us gone. It'd be almost impossible. I think once it's down to 1-on-1, it's almost impossible to activate something like that. Like, especially since both of these are not even that activated. Yeah, the hunter is totally in a more advantageous situation here. It'd be cool if we could mess a bit with them after we died. Like if we could like fake activate these or something, like fake put a sensor on them, that'd be cool. No, see what they're doing now is actually very smart. They have a really clear way of doing this and it is very smart. It's just go circle in between all of them and the person will never get a chance to do this. Oh, run. No, we have it. You have it. Oh, okay. Fair enough. We'll take that. Oh, and they show like their characters and stuff like that? Do you have a level 90 hotel? Cool. And that is going to probably do it for this episode here, guys. And I thank you guys so much for always supporting this series. Thank you so much for watching this series. I'm having just a blast. It's like the most fun I've had in a video game in a very long time. Which says a lot because I'm revitalizing my love of video games all the time, and Genshin has really revitalized my love for video games as well. And thank you to the Can Never Pay the Baby Gangsters on Patreon, Ty Fiber 2, Jamie Bull, Jan the Banana, Normal Kara, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, George Candelaria, Eskun, Yule, Radish, Fruity, Orange Bang, Summer Oasis, Death Trap, Anusta, Ciabatta Bread, and Malcolm Conde. And, oh, you can do the thing. It's not as serving without the boots, is it? But still, we're serving.